Hey, everybody, welcome. It is our Monday night. We get to do readings, we get to do messages from Spirit. I'll wait for a few of you guys to join me, and I look forward to being here with you guys as usual. So, right now, we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. I've never been on Twitch before, I'm not exactly sure exactly how it works, but I am kind of excited to try it. So let me know how you, well, maybe don't let me know how you guys are doing. It's Monday. Fridays at craft night, you can let me know how you're doing. Maybe not the best idea for readings night. In case you haven't seen me work before, basically the way that I do this is I will tune into spirit. I'll ask for messages to come forward for people from their loved ones or spirit guides and their angels. And then at some point, I'll jump in the chat. I'll answer questions for people. You guys can ask me whatever you want about anything that you'd like to know about. The only thing that I ask that you do is share this live. So that would be amazing. And it would be truly an honor for me to be able to grow this page and get to meet even more cool people around the world. So if that would be cool with you, that would be amazing for me. All right. So, Cassidy says I deleted Facebook off my phone and keep missing your lives. Well, now you can watch me on here for sure. Um, all right. So let me grab a pen and paper and we'll get started. All right. So let's see. So I'm tuning in now. I'm asking that my spirit guides, angels, and loved ones step in to help me bring through messages and information for people from their loved ones and spirit guides and angels. And let's see who comes forward first. So, and by the way, if you can claim a message, please let us know in the chat. If you see somebody claim a message, throw some loves and likes on it. And that just makes it easier for me to find later. Because, like all mediums, I like to know that my messages have found their home. All right, let's see what we got. So, message number one. I'm getting an elderly female coming in from spirit. She comes in as around just under 80 years old at her time of passing. I also want to say that at her end of life, I get the feeling that she had a stroke or an aneurysm. She's talking about Eve, like EVE. She's writing down EVE on my paper through automatic writing. She's also bringing me to the month of February and the 16th of a month. She's also bringing me to the month of December. So these are two important times for her. It could be birth, death, or something else of significance, but she's bringing me to both of those times of year. I need a new pen. I also want to say that she's connected with John, and I think John may even be somebody on Earth. I just hear the name John, so I don't really know where to place it, but I'm hearing the name John with this woman as well. She's also talking about her little tiny dog, and she's showing me a teacup. So I'm going to assume that it's a very, very tiny dog. And I believe this dog is with her in spirit as well. She's also talking about Jennifer, and she's putting a big heart around the name Jennifer. And she's saying that this is somebody that she sends love to on Earth. So Jennifer is definitely somebody who is with us on Earth. She says that Jennifer has been really struggling with like her children and family stuff and just feeling like completely depleted and out of touch and not really sure what to do or where to put her focus or things like that. She is saying that this is something that is going to get better for you as soon as we're out of January. So just be patient, know that you are already moving in the direction of things getting better. All right, so that was message number one. Hey, Windwalker. Windwalker is amazing, guys. If you haven't met her or seen her work before, she's also a psychic medium. She does amazing lives, and she's a really, really cool lady. So definitely check her out, Windwalker. Do not forget to share your link as well. All right, message number two. I have a man stepping in from spirit, and this man comes in as young. I'm going to place him at just under 40 years old, so around maybe 37, 38. I feel when he passed away, he was fishing. I also want to say that he passed very suddenly and that his actual cause of death is unknown. I feel like either there wasn't an autopsy or an autopsy didn't really say a whole lot, but I'm seeing that his cause of passing was actually unknown. He is telling me that he had a very, very rare heart condition. He says that this heart condition, okay, he's saying that the part of his heart that gets the ventricles to move and the part that gets the atria to move fired at the same time, and it's instantly stopped his heart. That's why they said that it wasn't a heart attack. He said that they said that it was something cardiovascular, but they didn't really know what it was. He is saying that that's what it was. So the two different poles of his heart fired at the same time, and it instantly stopped his heart, and he died. He says instantly. He wasn't scared. He wasn't afraid, and it was very, very quick. And he says he is still very much with his family and around them on Earth. He's very much at peace and saying hello to his loved ones on Earth. He wants you to also know that he loves you very much and he cares about you very much. And he says that even though it sucks that he passed away, for him it was a really good day to pass away. He says because it was already a great day. So he said for him it's as hard as it is for people on Earth. He says for him it was a really blessed experience. So that was message number 2. Message number 3, I am getting Claire stepping forward. So this person's coming forward. They're letting me know that she's letting me know her name is Claire, and she's coming forward. I feel like when she passed away, she had something wrong in her neck. So again, she's bringing me to the neck area. I feel that it was something in like an artery, a vein, something that constricted blood flow. But I can see very clearly that it was something in her neck that caused her passing. She's bringing me to the month of March is important to her, as well as the 10th of a month. She's also bringing me to June, July is important to her as well. So again, that could be birth, death, or 2 other significant periods of time or significant events in her life. And she is coming forward saying that yes, the last 3 or 4 months were hard, not just physically, but emotionally. She's saying that she suffered from some significant depression towards the end of her life, but she's also saying that this is something that she did not carry forward with her in spirit. I believe that she has 3 people she's coming forward to. 2 are men and 1 is a female. She sends a lot of love to all 3 of you, and she wants you to know that she will always continuously watch over and be with you. So this is something that she really, really wants you to know. She's also talking about the hummingbird or a bird on the Christmas tree, and she's putting big hearts around that. And it doesn't look like a regular kind of bird. Like I know a lot of cultures put like a little bird on a Christmas tree. This really does look like a hummingbird. It's got a very long beak on it, and so I can see that. So that was message number 3. Message number 4, I have a young child coming in from spirit. So this is somebody who is very young. Like I'm going to say maybe even around 4 years old. I can't even go quite as high as 7 years old. So I'm going to say around 4 years old at her time of passing. I also want to say that when she passed away, this is something that appeared to be sudden, but I feel like it actually wasn't. So I think that her last moments were sudden in the sense that they came kind of quickly, but I feel like she was already unwell, maybe even since birth or around 1 years old. I feel like she had a very rare degenerative nervous system or spine condition, and she's bringing that forward. She's also wanting to thank a woman on Earth for taking her in the swimming pool, even though she wasn't supposed to be in there. And she says that this just made her whole day. And there's also something about figure skating. I don't feel like she was figure skating, but she says that she wanted to be a figure skater and that was a really important thing for her. I also believe that if I were to go into the closet in the guest room, there would be a box that had skating skates in it, and that belonged to her, even though I don't necessarily feel that she got to use them a whole lot. I get the feeling that somebody had given her these or bought her these. And so she's acknowledging that, and she's also just being is very grateful for her loved ones on Earth. So that was message number 4. They're all taking up big. Actually, it's going to be hard to see. Let me switch cameras. They're taking up a lot of room tonight on these papers. They're taking up a lot of room tonight on these papers. All right. Let's see where we are going now. All right, message number 5. I've got a husband figure coming in from spirit. So this is, somebody has lost a husband figure, and this man was hilarious. He comes in laughing. I feel like he was one of those sort of teddy bear types that get kind of like the big belly on him, and I just want to like hug him and maybe like get frustrated by him a little bit because I feel like he was somebody that loved to poke people in the buttons, like in a very loving way. As he's coming forward, he's telling me that he passed away from two causes of death. So he actually had cancer or an illness that spread or moved around through the body. He's bringing me to the thyroid area or the top part of the chest, as important to him with this. But I also feel he passed away from a heart attack. So I feel, or cardiac arrest. So I feel more than one thing happening. He is also coming forward for a brother or a very close male brother like friend, as well as this wife figure. The wife figure, he says he wants you to know that he will always be with you. And he says, yeah, 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 like Jack and Rose, and he's laughing. So I guess there's like a Titanic reference between the two of you, and he's rolling his eyes with a big smile on his face. So this is out of a lot of love, but he's bringing this through in a very jovial way. He's also coming forward for this brother or friend figure. And he says that this brother or friend figure has been really, really struggling with addiction. I can smell alcohol. So to me, this is always addiction. And I get the feeling that. Yeah, I get the feeling that he's sending a lot of love and healing to this person, and he wants you to know, he really wants you to know that it's important that you seek help and assistance, and just know that you aren't alone as you're going through this, but that it would be very positive for you to have some actual like earthly support as well. So that was message number 5. Message number 6. I'm getting a grandmother type vibration, a mother to grandmother energy, or maybe it's both if we've got a mother child watching this, but I get a mother or grandmother vibration stepping forward. She's giving me the feeling that she could not care for herself at her end of life. She's also giving me the feeling that at her end of life, she really struggled a lot emotionally, but she always put a smile on her face for visitors. She says that she had the start of dementia or a dementia-like condition, but that she passed away before it was able to get really, really bad. So she's bringing that in through. She's bringing that in through. Like she was in a home, I think she was in care, but she's giving me this feeling that she was still mentally fairly there, but it was kind of going away fairly quickly. Like her okayness mentally was going away fairly quickly. She's also bringing me to February is important to her. And so this could be birth, death, or something else that's significant. She's also talking about the woman cooking garlic right now. So if there's a family member who's watching this, or if this can be confirmed later, she is saying that one of her loved ones, either right now or I guess in the last few minutes, has been cooking garlic because I can smell it. And so she's wanting you to know that she is with you in your space. That's why she's telling us that. So she's with you in your space. She's also talking about the little tiny boots or little tiny shoes. They don't look real to me. They look like they could even be from yeah, they could be like a decoration or something like that. They don't feel hard in my hand. They feel soft, so they could even be, like, crocheted or knitted, but I can see that, and it's funny because they're, like, an old style, but in the right angle, they look like high tops, and I can feel that, and then there's almost, like, this little tiny bits of, something metallic in the thread that this is made out of, and it looks like a very, very light green. I'm looking around to see if I have anything that color, but I don't. A very, very, very light green, so I can see that. All right. So, her message for her loved ones on Earth, she wants you to know that she will continue to be with you, to continue to watch over you. She is also around Paul. So, if Paul could be somebody on the spirit side, they could be somebody on Earth. She just says, I'm with Paul. And she's got a big smile on her face. I just got a mouthful of chili. So, thank you. A mouthful of chili. And I feel like this maybe was like her favorite meal or something like that. But she's in a very, very, very good place. And I'll leave you with that for message number 6. And yeah, we are getting a lot of scribbling today. A lot of scribbling today. All right. Let's see. So we need message number 7. Whew, all right. And I'm just going to take this quick moment to do an advertisement. So I am teaching a class in psychic and mediumship development. It's starting January 23rd. It's 6 weeks long, 2 hours a week. There will be in-class practice. There will be a lot of in-class practice, a lot of group work, as well as one-on-one mentoring in the class as well. We still have some spaces left if you're interested in learning how to do this stuff. Even if you've never done anything like this before, you are welcome in the class, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm looking really, really forward to it. I finished with the last group in November, and for all the feedback from them was amazing. So it looks like it is a class that people really enjoy, and I love teaching it. I'm passionate about teaching mediumship. I've had people in my classes over the years, some of them had never even thought about trying this stuff, and by the end of working with them for, well, for that was longer, was 2 years, but they were like professional grade mediums. They were able to totally, a lot of them are working professionally, some of them aren't, but they could if they wanted to because they're very good. So if you are interested in learning, it's $500, 6 weeks long, 2 hours a week. There will be homework, there will be group work. I'm going to teach you guys how to raise your vibration. I'm going to teach you guys how to connect with spirit. I'm going to teach you guys how to channel messages. And no matter what your experience level is, you are welcome in my class. And I've had people over the years who were very experienced, and they got, even more refining of their skills. I've had people that had never done it before, and they built some amazing skills. So even if you were to take what I teach you in the 6 weeks and keep applying it over time, you will continue to develop. So at 6 weeks, you're going to learn how to do everything. You take those same things, you keep practicing with them, and you're going to be a rock star in no time. So I just wanted to put that out there. And the link is on my Facebook page. So if you're interested, you can check that out. And there are still some places left. All right, let's get back to our reading. So I'm going to come into the chat now. So if you have questions that you would like answered, if there's things that you would like to ask about, share my video and throw your question in the chat, and I will see whoever I'm drawn to. I will see whoever I'm drawn to. Just let me know that you've shared it beside your question, please. And then we will see. We will see what happens. All right. Let's see. There's a bit of a delay from from me speaking and you guys typing to me seeing it. All right. There we go. Let's see. All right, Courtney Gallinger, thank you for sharing. You asked if you will win your court case. I do see that you will win your court case. Yes, it's interesting. I feel like, okay, right a week before you get into the thick of all of this, so 1 week before, I feel like you're going to feel like it's not going to happen, but I see that it will. They're showing me that there will be a delay in the decision of 3 weeks, and then from the time that this is heard in court to the time where you get your answer, and you're going to be very happy with your answer. So things are going to be okay. Things are going to be okay. And thank you for sharing. All right. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I can put them up there. Sue says, shared bullet. Will I be moving to the West? If so, when? I do see that you'll have an opportunity to move to the West. I first see you going there in June, but I don't think that that's the move. I see that this is something that will, will be like a trip or temporary. Then at the end of August, beginning of September, that's where I see that this is something that will be able to happen in a more permanent way, and it looks very positive to me. So thank you for sharing. Um, Tanya Villeneuve, shared bullet, health, job, relationship. Thank you for sharing, Tanya. Tanya, I do see. Okay, so I'm gonna pick one of these. So health wise, as I'm stepping into your energy field, I see a lot of red coming off of your solar plexus, and red to me represents things like illness and tension and ungroundedness. The solar plexus is obviously, a center of health within our energy field, but I am so drawn to that area of your body anyway. They're taking me right into your intestinal tract, and I can see this sort of like inflamed look. Again, I have to say that I'm not a doctor, so you want to check with a doctor always at the end of the day, but I can see that there's this sort of inflammation inside the intestinal tract. And then I'm really drawn to like white blood cells. I'm really drawn to our immune system and things like that. And I feel like it's being constantly triggered. Then I all of a sudden feel like I'm getting this sort of like headache, and I'm feeling run down and unwell. And I feel like all of these are somehow tied together. So I think there is some kind of a predisposition to a difficulty that's made worse by something coming in from your environment. And I feel like this is something that will be able to heal. They are showing me in the month of March answers coming through, solid, non-psychic, real world answers coming through in the month of March for you. And it's going to be a game changer in a very positive way. All right. So that was for Tanya. All right. Let's see. I just saw, hang on. I just was drawn to a question and then it disappeared. Give me 1 second to find it. I read it very quickly. Okay. I can't find the person who asked it, but I did see that you had shared, and I did read your question very, very quickly. And it was about your son who is struggling with mental health and addiction. So, as I'm stepping into the vibration of the question, I want to talk a little bit about, um, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about his energy field. So, the first thing that I'm seeing as I'm stepping into his energy field is I'm seeing that he is an incredibly sensitive person. I'm seeing that he's got a deep heart. He's got this amazing sense of compassion and almost like a charitableness about him. I feel like this struggle is not new. They're showing me the number seven. So to me, this is 7 years long, or started 7 years ago, or something shifted with it 7 years ago. And I feel like this is something that will be able to get better. It's something that he can improve. I feel like this is something that will take time. I don't feel like this is something that can get better overnight. I also feel that, as you know, he will need some professional assistance with this. And I feel like he's not entirely closed off to it, but I feel like it kind of comes and goes. Like one minute he's cool with the idea of getting some help, the next minute he's not cool with it and he wants to do it on his own. And so I get this sort of back and forth energy. But I see that in between June of this year and June of next year, he is going to have opportunities for massive improvement. And that's going to be a very, very big deal and very positive. So thank you for sharing. And I'm sorry to hear about his struggles. I do feel like this is something that is going to get better. Okay. It will. All right. All right. Kimberly Bullet, feeling very unsettled. Any timeline on my move to Texas? They're showing me that it could happen anytime you choose it to. They're saying that this is something that at the end of the day, you won't necessarily ever be ready for it. It's something that that you're just going to end up doing. And I feel like it will happen before the end of this year, but I think the timing on it is specifically up to you. Specifically up to you. All right. Let's see. Okay. I just saw it. Let's go back up in the chat. I have to say, this chat moves even faster. Oh, found it. Shared. Thank you for sharing, Deborah. Am I doing the right thing with my granddaughter? Bullet reading, please. Yes, you are. They're saying that in September you'll have confirmation of this, like big confirmation that you're doing the right thing. They're saying that even though it's kind of like a challenging period of time for you right now, it will get better. They're also bringing me back to like October, November of 2021. So if that's the time when a lot of these things changed or something shifted in your situation, it wouldn't really surprise me. But I do very much get the feeling that you are doing the right thing. And in September, you're going to have a massive, massive confirmation of that. So please just know that everything that you're doing is only going to help. Okay. Only going to help. All right. Let's see. Don shared, need information on my husband's court date for his work injury. They're showing me three dates. The big one is May around 26, 27 ish. I can't say it's that date exactly, but 26 ish, 27th of May is the big one. I do see a meeting before that. It looks to me like March, April. And then the final one looks like it's at the end of June, beginning of July. It will be successful. And thank you, Don, for sharing. I feel like there could be still a follow-up even after these 3 dates are done. They're saying that, it will largely go in his favor, but there will be something left unsettled, and that unsettled thing he could appeal with or whatever. So it is something that yeah, it is something that yeah, I feel like by the end of this year or January 2023, it will be done if he decides to appeal it. If he doesn't, it looks like it's done by the beginning of July. So hopefully that's helpful for you, Don, and thank you for sharing. All right. Let's see. Andrea shared, am I going to be okay? Let's see. Thank you for sharing, Andrea. Yes, you are going to okay, yes, you are going to be okay. They wanna go back in time about 3 years ago. November, December of 3 years ago is a time when things started to do this for you, like, really bad. I mean, really all over the map. They're talking about feeling like the ground just never stops shaking beneath your feet, and they're saying this is temporary. They're saying that prior to those difficulties 3 years ago, there had already been this sort of, like, I hate to use the word trauma, but kind of trauma-like energy within you from different experiences you've had throughout your life. They're saying that 3 years ago, this was all triggered, and all of that stuff started to kind of effervesce to the surface. They're wanting you to know that this is going to get better for you, that this is temporary, and that even as soon as like summertime, things are going to be so much better for you. They're saying what you're learning now is to communicate. They're showing me a clearing of your throat chakra, a clearing of your throat energy, and they're saying that this is a really important part of your healing journey. This is an important aspect of your healing journey is learning to speak, and learning to kind of um yeah, learning to speak, learning to assert yourself, things like that. But overall, you are going to be okay. I also feel a spirit around you. I getting an older female coming in for you, and she comes in as a mother or a grandmother vibration, or a much. I'm going to even go older than a mother. I think I'm going to go maybe even to a grandmother, great grandmother vibration, and I feel like on Earth she was somebody that was a little bit on the stern side. I get the feeling that her cause of death was just old age. I do feel like it settled in her lungs though, so there was definitely some breathing issues towards the end of her life. And she's also bringing me to sort of spring-ish time, as well as the beginning of winter, as two times that are important to her. So it could be birth, death, or something else of significance. Whoever she is, Andrea, she is around you. She watches over you. She's not giving me like common memories to work with, but so that could sometimes be somebody that you didn't know very well, but she is definitely a blood relative and definitely watching over you. Please know that you're going to be okay. And this is going to sound really weird, but if you almost just spilled your drink, it wouldn't surprise me, because I just got this feeling when I was in your energy of needing to almost catch something. So you can let me know if that works for you or makes sense for you. That was for Andrea. And again, Andrea, thank you for sharing. Whew, I need a sip of water. All right. All right. Jory Tays. I accidentally clicked on on yours. Bullet, do I have COVID? Worried because I'm pregnant. Positive, then negative test. I really wish I could answer this, Jory, but I almost can't because I mean that's so clinically specific. But what I will do is I'm going to ask if you're going to be okay. So will you recover from whatever it is that you're going through? And I get a big yes. In fact, in 3 weeks, I see that you're like way on the other side of this. So obviously, see a doctor, get tested again if you can. But I do feel like no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You're going to get on the other side of this. 3 weeks, it looks good. I don't see anything scary happening with your pregnancy. They are showing me that there could be something closer to giving birth, but I also feel like it's not because of this at all. They're giving me a feeling of possibly needing a little bit of help right at the end of your pregnancy. I almost get like a bit of a high blood pressure feeling, but I also get the feeling like that all of that will also be okay and everyone will be safe and everything. So it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. All right. Well, guys, I am a very happy but very tired medium, so I'm gonna head off. Again, if you're interested in learning how to do this stuff, you can join me starting January 23rd for a 6-week course in psychic development and mediumship. I'll throw the link into the comments right now so that you can check that out if you like, which is taking a while to load. There we go. So, let's see if I can pin it. I cannot. Oh, I almost just blocked myself. That would have been fun. Yes. So if you're interested in learning this, and please know that even if you did not receive a message tonight, your loved ones are always with you. They're always around you. They're always guiding you. Nobody's ever mad at you. Everyone's instantly in a good place. Nobody's ever stuck. And I promise you, they're with you. Even if you don't. yeah, get messages and things like this, just know that they're with you. Even if you don't feel them, I promise you that they're with you. Even if you don't dream about them, they're still with you no matter what. And also know that we are moving again into a very challenging period of time energetically for a lot of people. So if you're feeling wonky and there's no real reason for it, then that may be why. I also want to say that I do not send out friend requests or private messages of any kind. So if you get one from me, it's actually not me, and don't go for whatever crap they're trying to sell you or give it away for free. I will see you guys soon. If you haven't already liked my page or followed my page, that would be amazing. It is a pleasure to be here with you guys. I will see you another time this week for sure. And tomorrow morning, I will be on the radio again, and I will be posting all the details to that. I'm going to be on the Sandra and Chris show early in the morning. And I'm excited about that again. They're amazing people. I will post all of that stuff tomorrow morning if you're interested, if you're in the Ottawa area. And much love to every single one of you. I will see you guys soon. Bye for now, and much love.